SOW Ignition episode 104. We just saw the intense face-to-face discussion between the world champion and his challenger at Burnout, Byron and Ali Nagadomi. But for tonight's action, we're going to be starting off with a tag team match between the Paradise and Ryusei. Now, we don't actually know both members of Ryusei. We only know Kaito Meiji is going to be bringing a mystery partner, but we do also have here, as you can see, the Destined Sabers are going to be sat next to me as we watch this opening match. It seems like coming out first will be the Lord of the Flies, Hermes Rhapsodies. Interesting to see Paradise coming out separately. Not uncommon for tag teams to come out individually. But of course, these two have only recently become a tag team. They only have 2 matches as a proper team, after all. Former world champion Hermes Rhapsody is the original SOW World Heavyweight Champion. Unfortunately, and we see how far he's fallen, and he's still teaming with this rat bastard, Death Panther. It'd be nice, you know, if we could finally break this faction apart. If the Red Dragon is able to take down the Devil, there will only be 1 stone left to step. And it will be Hikari Muramasa in the Women's World Championship. Getting that back around the waist of somebody respectable here in SOW. Back with the debut of Kaito Meiji at the start of the fight, or at least what Kaito hopes to be the start of his tag team championship chase. The man himself coming out next, Kaito Meiji. And it looks like he is ready to go to war, wearing the robe that he only wears for his biggest matches. He has high hopes here tonight. But man, they put us on a heavy suspense for who his partner's gonna be. We're about to find out, however. I know this song, but I don't know what wrestler it is. Oh my god. Is that Kazama Taichi? With new gear, a cloak of his own, and it looks like a new title as well, the Jade Meteor. Kazama Taichi. New music too. Alright, well that is a very interesting partner choice for Kaito Meiji. It seems like Kazama is ready to step out of the young lion persona into his own here, but will he be able to have a successful debut against Death Panther and Hermes Rhapsodies? It's a debut of his new look, his new gimmick, and his new team. Taichi has been showing steady improvement throughout his time here at SOW. A good few wins under his belt. Utilizes that rolling elbow to great effect. Going for a tag move early and lands it successfully. Oh my god, what a move! Into a reverse choke here. step over, snap of the leg. Hermes now the legal competitor against Taichi. Both of these men very young in their careers. Of course, as you guys know, Hermes started his career here in SOW, which means he's been wrestling for only as long as SOW has been alive. And Kazama Taichi still in his, I believe, third year as well. First, now officially his first year outside of the young lion. Hermes goes for the power, trying to put this one away, but Kaito kicks out before the ref can even finish the 1 count. Kaito immediately locking up the elbow and wrist. Hermes will not allow him an easy escape, keeping the pressure on. But Kaito is a veteran. And he's very well versed in technical wrestling.
5 minutes in.
You can see him with consistent reversals here. The ropes drop kick to the chin. Gets him right back up and whips him over, but Hermes back to his feet really quickly, only to get the drop kicks from underneath him. Hermes is doing a great job of fighting back. Remember, he is a world champion, former world champion here at SOW, as well as a former junior heavyweight champion. On the flip side, of course, Kaito Meiji, former multi-time WWSL world heavyweight champion. You will see high-level competition from these two in the ring. Okay, capture Hermes back to the silver ball. Drop kick to the chin. Hermes is not willing to back off, gets right back into the fight. Brings Kaito to the corner. Looking to set him up top. But Kaito with a reversal into a roll-up. Covers the shoulders with the legs, but Hermes manages to break free. However, you can see it did some damage. And now it's Hermes who's being put in the corner. And another double team move, assisted DDT from the top. Huge damage had to have been inflicted there. You say really showing out in the early goings with these tag moves. Well, Hermes forced to tag out. The crowd not happy to see it. They're looking for that Panther bomb. Kaito, however, avoids it and tags his partner, who is now very fresh from his time on the apron. Over Death Panther, also a fresh competitor here in this match, able to block another double team move attempt by Ryusei. Huge knee to the gut, brings him down, picks him back up, and kicks out the knee. He's just bullying right now. He knows he's up against an opponent who only just graduated from being a young lion a short time ago. Death Panther actually gets outclassed in that strike exchange. And now Taichi going for a ring shake Boston Crab. Oh, but cut the wrist clutch dragon screw. Taichi responds to the top of the chest, gets in return his leg captured and pulled down. DDT directly to the knee. Oh! Oh, but responded with a jumping DDT. However, Death Panther, shrugging it off, sits right back up. Unfortunately, this is one Titan Taichi may not be able to topple even with Spirit. Death Panther has a long history of crushing rookies. As he goes for a massive powerbomb off the top, but an immediate counter from Kaito. Hermes breaks up that chokehold. You can see he is still feeling the effects of those double team moves he was put under earlier in the night. Now Kaito tagged back in, now the legal man again against Death Panther.
3, 4, 5, 6.
These two fighting on the outside. Death Panther had the advantage! Gets caught with a shining star!
8.
Both men get back in the ring at a count of 8. And Kaito, he's feeling it, but Death Panther is the one who gets the advantage. Brings Kaito to the corner. Huge knee to the gut, drags him down and takes a rest. I don't know about that. Taunting an opponent of Kaito's caliber is not going to end well for you. However, he does manage to land a big senton off the top. Picks Kaito back up. And he is staying in control for the time being. Dragon Screw to a cover attempt, but Kaito with the immediate kick out. God-style clutch, pile driver, but the Panther shrugs it off, gets back to his feet. Adrenaline is pumping. Kaito goes for a backslide. Hermes showing no concern at all. As Death Panther fights off both of the opponents in this match. Backbreaker from Kaito into an ankle lock. The heel hook applied. And once again, Hermes not bothered to go into the ring at all. But Kazuma Taichi does at least, or use 2 cut plays there. It's a big risk from Ryusei trying to keep the pressure up on Death Panther with those cut plays. And it's not paying off at the moment at least. However, you have a veteran in the ring there with Death Panther. Anything can happen, including a dodge of a kick. Wait for a German. Death Panther rolls through, lands a drop kick. Kaito with a drop kick of his own. Panther responds, huge knee to the gut. Feel like Death Panther has really set himself up to be in the most advantageous position. However, gets caught. Inverted dragon screw. Wait a minute, the figure 4. Back to the ropes. Nowhere to go. Death Panther taps out. That is what I'm talking about. That was sudden and vicious for Death Panther. He had no choice but to tap. And we continue forward in the night with the SOW Women's National Championship Challenger Series, match number 3. Of course, we have already had 2 of these matches. 2 women have qualified for that fatal 4-way final next week, the winner of which will be a shot at Sarah Aris and her Women's National Championship. Coming out first for this match, we have the Nightmare Princess, Ha-eun Do, representing the Bangers. course, the Bengals have not had the greatest time in the past few months here in SOW. We had a failed cash-in attempt at the Women's World Championship. We had, of course, the Bangers unsuccessful in getting the #1 contendership for the Women's Tag Team Championships. However, this could be the opportunity to turn things around. Ha-eun Do's opponent, a former member of the dojo, is Asha Steel. We are still working on updated graphics as well as updated music for our dojo talent. Now Ha-eun going to go toe-to-toe with this former dojo competitor, somebody who has grown up here in SOW, learned everything she knows from SOW's trainers. And all she needs now is the in-ring experience against some of SOW's top talent. Ha-eun, of course, not generally considered one of the biggest successes in SOW overall. However, her record has never been bad. It's always been on the upper ends of the rankings and has shown a lot of success and promise in SOW in her own way. Honestly, if she can drop the obsession with retiring Kaito Meiji, she could probably come out of her own and become an excellent wrestler. As we see, her ability to dodge attacks is second to none. Ooh! Tossed down by Asha Steel, using that power through it, but Ha-eun not one to sit back and let herself be bullied around. Gets back up. Scissors take down, Asha back to her feet. Ha-eun sends her to the ropes again and kicks the legs out from under her with a low drop kick. Asha responds with a body slam, goes for a cover, but Ha-eun kicks out quickly. She can't maintain the advantage here. However, Ha-eun a little too experienced, able to find her way back.
5 minutes gone.
To the momentum in the corner, at least for a moment. An attempt here from Ha-eun, but it won't get more than a run out of Asha Steel. Goes Ha-eun with the multiple corner rushes, followed by scariest moonsault ever. Goes into the cover. 1, 2, no! Asha kicking out of the scariest moonsault ever. Just goes to show you the talent that is building here in SOW. Still a relatively young wrestler. Already showing incredible promise. Incredible resilience. Top drops down into the cover, but no! Asha Steel survives that as well. And has made it 10 minutes through. It's a nice side slam.
Give up. Give up.
Trying to wear her down bit by bit. And she manages it with the bridging camera line. It's the victory for Asha Steel. It seems like we have a new main event set for tonight. Steve Levy and Johnny King will team up with their individual factions. The Journeyman versus Disruption. If Disruption wins, Steve Levy gets a shot at the television championship. But right now we have CC Woods continuing to try and push the open rankings up. Tonight he's going to be going up against a member of the Empire who's also been starting his own solo climb, in Osaya Johnston. Consider this another entry in the ongoing feud between the House of Troubles and the Empire. The feud was started when Damian Oxley called out Tony Lee and declared war on the Empire under the impression, which I believe is still unconfirmed for certain, that Tony Lee had joined hand or joined forces with House of Troubles. We know, of course, now that they are aligned, but as to whether they were aligned before that call out, we still can see.
Fight!
Let's start off with a lockup between Woods and Johnston. Johnston gets the early control. Woods tries to reverse it. Johnston uses that size advantage, knocks Woods down. Continues to maintain this early momentum advantage. Woods throwing Osaya to the outside. Osaya quick to roll back in. Takes extra time to recover. I think it seems like that was exactly what Woods was expecting as he tries to lock up with Johnston. And Johnston maintaining the advantage once again. It's been giving Woods a rough time this match. Woods can't seem to find a way through Johnston's offense. Ooh, power slam from ZC Woods, but only a 1 count as Osaya immediately kicks out. But Woods starting to take back advantage with these power moves.
5 minutes gone.
Taunts Osaya back up. Osaya catches him, knocks him down. Counter offense after the big blows from Woods, but Woods takes him down and is back to taunting. Another takedown. And another power slam. Woods sends Osaya to the ropes, drops down and tries to catch him. However, Osaya with the counter of his own. And now it's Osaya going back to back with moves, catching the leg and smacking Woods down. 3 times now, he has smacked Woods down in a row. But Woods responds with another short arm power slam, immediately followed by a sharpshooter. Enziguri step up from Osaya. Justin Woods to the corner, but Woods with the reversal. And now huge knees in the corner to the big man. Woods puts Osiah into the other corner. Osiah catches a backbreaker. As it stands, both of these men have had their own bursts of offense. However, if you had to give me the measure of points between the two, I would say Woods is coming out a little ahead. He's hit some bigger moves throughout the match. Asha is starting to build his own momentum up, though. He's dealing some damage. Partial pass, another power slam. That is the fourth one of the match. You can see the toll it's taking Asha has slowed down just a bit.
10 minutes gone.
Gets the scoop lift suplex. I'll move the meter a little more in his bar, on his side, I should say. In his direction. Look, setting Asha up top, and Asha says, "Not today!" Top rope power bomb into the cover. Nearly gets the 3. That really is going to move the bar. Woods going for end of troubles, but Asha slips down. Woods can't hold him in the grip. And another scoop lift suplex over Woods' back up to his feet right after, and a snap suplex of his own. Going back to the feet at the same time. Asha, however, hits that spinning back shot. Was looking very in control, but after that top rope powerbomb, things are looking a lot more Asha Johnston here. Back elbow sends it to the corner. What's Woods thinking? He's pulling him back into the corner. Goes to set him up top again. And hits the suplex from the second rope. And the rock bottom goes for the cover. Center of the ring, no! Asha kicks out. Asha with a lift into a power slam into a cover of his own. That was a suplex lift, body slam, following body slam at that. You see Woods puts Asha back up top. Exploder from the top. And he's stalking. Could he be thinking end of the match right here? Into a DDT. He's got it lined up. He's lying in wait. Spear! Goes for the cover. And that's it. CC Woods is your winner. And the night continues furthermore with the women's tag division. It's going to be the Shogunate versus Las Explosivas. Of course, both of these teams want to push ahead in this division, want to get higher in the ranks so that they can have a shot at the tag team championships. Kaito and Aoyama have been fighting for quite some time, and they've gotten some successes as of late in the tag team division. They just need to get into that number one contendership position. The opponents, on the other hand, have been struggling individually and as a team since the World Tag 500. Maria and Sombra are going to have to get back on track here in this match. As it stands, they are as a team 2-6. Is not a great spot if you are looking to get tag goal anytime this season. It is still, however, recoverable, but it's going to have to start here with a win in this match.
Fight!
We're starting with Aoyama and Sombra.
Give up?
So Aoyama not interested in the early wrestling against Sombra. Tags Keiko very quickly. Sombra trying to get the 2v1 situation handled so she can get back to a more reasonable matchup, just her versus Keiko. Manages to be successful in that endeavor.
One.
Now a very big disadvantage for the Shogunate. They do not have anybody who easily overcome the size difference that Maria holds. It's going to become entirely about picking your moment to strike for the Shogunate, as long as Maria is the one in the ring on the side of this mess. See that size advantage coming through.
Gone.
That's going to throw in the corner. She's been dominant for the large majority of the match since she tagged in. They're looking to fight back here. Maria in the corner. High knees. Ooh, followed by a face buster. Maria quick to push back with the power advantage. Keiko responds with an enziguri tag to Aoyama. Recognizing the danger, however, Maria saw the tag and responds immediately, taking down both members of the Shogunate solo. Like Maria was trying to get to a tag herself, Ayama cuts her off. Left Byron with some big strikes. Maria counters and no longer concerned with the tag, it seems. That or Ayama managed to taunt her in with those strikes. Oh my God, set her up nice and clean for the heel kick. This could be the end. No, Maria kicks out. A heel kick is one of Ayama's most dangerous weapons. We've seen multiple people fall victim to it here in SOW. However, Maria does manage to get the tag, bringing Sombra in as the new legal partner for Explosivas. Ayama, unfazed, continues the onslaught. Super kick from Sombra. And again, multiple kicks to the chin as well as the back of the knee. Seems like Sombra's trying to pick Ayama apart here. Ayama is having none of it. So she sends Sombra to the outside and takes a moment to recover. Sombra seemingly dazed. Count is up to 5. And Sombra gets back into the ring. Nice counter there from Ayama. Sombra drags Ayama to her corner and locks her up with the Tequila Sunrise. But no movement from Kaito Meiji. She did not think Ayama was going to tap out there. We have been past the 10-minute mark at this point. Ayama looking for the tag to Keiko. Oh my God, a combination of blows from Ayama and then tossing her back out of the ring to Keiko. Sombra gets back in and immediately starts going to work. But Keiko responded with a couple of insecurities and once again tossing Ayama to the outside. Oh, this time she's going to follow her out there and start to inflict punishment on that lightly padded area. Question is, will it pay off? It seems like no. Sombra got a bit of the better of her and managed to slip back into the ring. Now Keiko with a beautiful face buster and a backbreaker to follow. Sombra's fighting back as best as she can, though. Locks up the legs of the Onimusha. Water wheel suplex. Passes by again, jumps over, making her do some cardio before hitting her with the head scissors. And sends her right back at the cardio, slips under, and a Spanish fly. Sombra is getting all of the momentum here. Ayama is displeased with it. And Keiko, hearing the irritation of her partner, immediately reverses the offensive. Keiko's looking to dive, but Sombra recovered, moved a little out of the way. Keiko had to abandon the attempt. Wanted to still fight on the outside, but Sombra slipped back into the ring, and now they're going blow for blow here in the Explosivas' corner. Gunman Giri from Keiko. And now, Sombra with the quick roll-up, small package. This fight is not done. A flatliner from Sombra. She locks in an STF.
Give up.
Wait a minute! Katana! Oh my god! Oh my god, I think she just knocked Sombra out flat with that katana! Well, that's a win for the Shogunate, and it's one I'm sure they will not be displeased in taking. Well, I think we have it confirmed what our men's tag team championship match will be on Burnout. It's going to be Fate Unbound versus the Destined Saviors. But right now we have to find out, will Steve Levy get the television championship title shot that he's looking for? Is he going to have to earn it like the rest of SOW's roster, the way Johnny King has said? It is time for tonight's main event. Now first, Johnny King, Isaiah Lawrence, and Terry H. Odyssey, the Journeyman. Since we've seen all three members of the Journeyman coming out together like that. But it has not quite been so long since we've seen all three members of this group come out together. We have the hardcore Hornet, the man looking for the television championship challenge, Steve Levy. We have the Wild Tiger, Kerry Correa, and the man with the plan, Big Papa, Nathan Fisk. They are Disruption. Always Steve Levy bringing Lucille to the battlefield. Leaves her outside the ring. As Disruption prepares for war. We leave Terry H. Odyssey and Nathan Fisk, and Nathan wastes no time in saying, I know you're a big man, but I'm bigger. Power Slam. From the start. Sorry, body slam. Barry responds by pushing Nathan to the corner, but Nathan says, nope, you get dropped on your face, board buster from a standing position. And he's already going for the jackknife, but Terry will not let it happen so early in this match. That is not a position Terry H. Odyssey wants to find himself in whatsoever. Solid takedown from Terry, however, Nathan forces his way free. And now Terry tagging in the TV champion himself, Johnny King, who manages to counter a powerbomb attempt from Nathan Fisk, sending Nathan to the outside. One thing to keep in mind, the Journeyman, specifically Terry Odyssey and Isaiah Lawrence, have been very recently WWSL Tag Team Champions. And not just that, but Johnny King in his own right is a multi-time former champion, having held the War Championship that's currently around the waist of Pastor Wington, holding the television championship, and having been a tag champion of his own in the past in WWSL, alongside Terry H. Odyssey. At the time gets caught coming up the top with a choke slam. Steve Levy, the legal man now for Disruption, face off against the man who wants to challenge the television title, but Johnny King wants none of it. He says, if you want to face, you gotta earn it. Tag to Isaiah Lawrence. Isaiah blocks it, fights off Perry. And Steve is maintaining the momentum before time here. reversal from Steve, continuing to hold the momentum. He's not going to let Isaiah off easy here in this match. And they're trying to block Steve's escape. Steve manages to get free anyways into a side headlock. Isaiah with a beautiful counter rolls him into a cover. Steve forced to kick out. Steve may have won the technical wrestling exchange overall, but Isaiah with that crafty pin managed to force a breakup of the hold. Goes for a big boot. Steve blocks. But Isaiah cuts him off the tag. Oh, pop up into a Euro upper from the big Canadian. And now a tag to carry Korea successful.
Give up. Give up.
Wild Tiger with a sidewalk slam, and he goes up top right after, drops a big elbow right across the center stomach into a full Nelson, kneeling full Nelson. But Isaiah pushing, carrying all the way to the opposite corner, to the journeyman's corner now. They're trapped deep in enemy territory here. Isaiah just firing off these European uppercuts, one after another. Balls it up for chin walk. Balls for tags from the members of the Journeyman. Carry lines up a huge lariat across the neck in the corner for Isaiah Lawrence. Carry with the reversal. Now it's Isaiah who's in the wrong territory. Sent deep there. As Carry Korea lands another across the throat lariat. And now Isaiah gets the tag to partner Terry H. Odyssey. Brings Terry into the corner. Terry with the reversal. Isaiah, however, cuts Terry off, giving Terry some time to rest and recover. Terry is back on the wrong side of the woods here in this match. He's going blow for blow with Terry H. Odyssey. He manages to win it with a rolling punch, now leading over tag to Nathan Fisk. The two men who started this match back in it. Double lariat. Terry Odyssey with the belly to belly. And the wasteland. Johnny King tagged in. Oh, but the future shock DDT. Terry H. Odyssey is going to be feeling that. Very good while. Attacking that from the head is going to be difficult and dangerous. There's that sneak move from Nathan Fisk. Nathan now going to work on Johnny King.
Give up.
He will not let Johnny recover or gain momentum at all. But Johnny with the duck into a combination of punches and follows it up with an ankle lock. Grapevines it. Nathan is struggling against this. However, he manages to kick his way free. But he tags out to Steve Levy right after. You know he is feeling the pain of that ankle lock. And Johnny just tosses Steve to the outside, follows him out there, and is going on the offensive. Steve Levy in the barricade, goes for a German, but Steve avoids it. does not want to experience the symphony of German suplex from Johnny King on the outside. Steve sends him to the apron, punches him off the apron, and now Steve taking a moment to recover while Johnny King is stuck on the outside. Gets his back in the ring. Takedown! And goes for the tag to Terry Odyssey. Risky tag. Terry is the one who received that future shock DDT earlier in this match. Tag to Kerry Correa on the other side. There's that side suplex. Kerry with the rolling punch. Goes for the cover that's going to call in the entirety of both teams. Terry, forced to kick out, could not get support in time to break up the pin. However, cross-arm fire powerbomb. That's going to bring the teams right back in to break up the pin. Very an attempt. Ducked by Terry Odyssey, but then he gets caught in the snap suplex, going for it again. Cross-up fire powerbomb. And once again, a breakup from disruption. As Johnny King has been eating double team moves. Terry Odyssey, huge boot across the chin of Kerry Correa. Kerry now tagged to Steve Levy. On the tag on the other side to Isaiah Lawrence. Pump handle. Fall-away slam. Oh, but Johnny King catching Steve Levy, who gets hit with a rolling elbow. In a small package attempt, however, he was able to get free. Gets hit with the fireman slam into the cover, and that does it. The Journeyman win, and that means Steve Levy will not be earning that title shot just yet. Well, everybody, that is all we have for this edition of SOW Ignition. Thank you, as always, for tuning in. I am your lead analyst, Devil D, signing off.